こんばんは。お疲れ様です。お久しぶりです。Nice to see you again. Today, I wanted to have an English conversation practice and I want to talk about Christmas, especially Christmas in other countries, as well as winter holiday plans and also just Christmas related things and New Year's related things. So I know that there's Black Friday sale happening at the moment and there's lots of New Year sales. So those are the things that I want to talk about today. And if you have any questions or if you want to practice talking, then please leave a comment as well. Hi Desert Pyramid, nice to see you again. How are you? So yeah, those are the things that I wanted to talk about. But as usual, if you want to talk about anything else, all comments are welcome. So please comment anything you like in the chat and I'll reply. Hi Mini-san, how are you? Otsukare-sama desu. Hiro-san, good evening. How are you going? So yeah, let's start talking. Desert Pyramid, I'm fine, and you? I'm good, thank you. Today we filmed some videos for YouTube. So we just finished a filming session. So if you see any videos where I'm wearing a red shirt in the future, those were filmed today. So yeah, it's getting very, very cold and it's almost December soon. I can't believe that the year is almost over. But it's kind of exciting because Christmas is coming soon and I really look forward to Christmas. So what do you guys usually do for Christmas? For me, I think I talked about this last year. I did a live last year and I talked about Christmas, but in Australia, we usually have a Christmas lunch and we will eat really traditional Christmas foods. So we'll have Christmas pudding, which is this, it's like a fruit cake, a spicy fruit cake. And we'll also have Christmas ham, like a really big ham, and it's quite sweet. So we eat very like wintry foods. And then we also go to the beach. It's very popular to go to the beach on Christmas Day. And then after we go to the beach, we'll open presents. So, oh, my eye. So usually we'll celebrate Christmas on the 25th of December, but I think it's quite popular in Japan to celebrate on the 24th, right? Do you guys celebrate on the 24th or the 25th? 日本のクリスマスは24日 24th. Mini-san, what do you do for Christmas? In Australia, the 24th is not called Christmas, it's called Christmas Eve. So it's just the night before Christmas, but the big special day is the 25th, Christmas Day. Hiro-san, many Japanese go to KFC on the 24th. Oh yeah, I've heard. So I noticed that in Japan, fried chicken is so popular for Christmas that you have to pre-order. And also Christmas cake, which is, what's Christmas cake? It's just a sponge cake? A short cake is really popular and you have to pre-order them sometimes, right? Hiro-san, do you have KFC on Christmas Eve? Desert Pyramid, your clothes are so beautiful. Christmas colors? Thank you. Actually, yes, you're right. I chose these colors because I wanted to look a little bit Christmassy today. I'm glad that you like them. Hiro-san, no. Oh, what are you going to do for Christmas, Hiro-san? I think from Densho-san, yes, so majorly 10 pieces of chicken in a big basket. Yes! So my first Japanese Christmas was in 2009. When I was a kid, I went on exchange to Japan and I stayed with a host family. And I was so surprised because my host family prepared Christmas dinner and we had a Christmas party. But instead of a home cooked meal, it was fried chicken from KFC, and it was that same thing you said, Densho-san. It was like a big bucket of chicken and apple pie and shortcake, but it was really delicious. Mini-san, I pre-ordered KFC. You did it! Okay, wait. Mini-san, how far in advance do you have to pre-order? Is it best to order 1 month in advance? Maybe 1 month in advance? Hiro-san, I have no plans. No Christmas plans. I guess Christmas is not such an important holiday in Japan, right? I only have very small Christmas plans, nothing major. Desert Pyramid Sun, fantastic! I love eating chicken. I love eating chicken too. But actually, KFC, so Kentucky, it tastes different in Australia and Japan, and I prefer the taste in Australia. Mini-san, 1 month. Wow, 1 month. You have to order 1 month in advance for KFC. That's really interesting. Densho-san, haha, thanks. KFC's chicken is... Oh, KFC's chicken has a really strong flavor. It has a really strong flavor. Yes. I find the flavor of KFC's chicken a little weak. I think the flavor is much stronger at KFC in Australia, but I don't know. But it tastes delicious here too. I like both. Wow, 1 month in advance. Sai-san, I often eat a chocolate cake at Christmas. Oh, okay. I often eat chocolate cake for Christmas. That's the most natural way to say it. I often eat chocolate cake for Christmas. Chocolate cake? I prefer chocolate cake to strawberry shortcake. So Sai-san, I think that's a really good idea. Chocolate cake is delicious. Very Christmassy. Desert Pyramid, I imagine an apple. So I'm imagining an apple pie and I'm craving one. Actually, me too. If I could eat anything right now, I think I would want to eat an apple pie, like Desert Pyramid-san said, or I would want to eat a chocolate cake, like Sai-san said. I'm definitely craving cake right now. Hang on a second. Who is... Oh, Eric Cartman from South Park. I was trying to remember, who is Eric Cartman? Eric Cartman loves KFC. Yeah, I think a lot of people love KFC. I didn't watch that much South Park when it was on TV. Has anybody else watched South Park before? Do you know what South Park is? Maybe it's kind of popular from the 2000s, right? Nisen nendai no America anime? Would you call it anime even if it's American? Or cartoon? So actually, you guys mentioned what you're gonna eat for Christmas. Yeah, so Desert Pyramid, you said like I imagine and I'm craving. So the most natural way to say, because it's right now, is I'm imagining apple pie and now I'm craving it. Is the perfect sentence. I'm imagining apple pie and now I'm craving it. I think this year for Christmas for me, I'm going to have maybe not cake, but I might have cookies, because gingerbread cookies are really popular in Australia for Christmas. Have you guys tried gingerbread cookies before? I think they're the best. And I think this year I'm going to celebrate Christmas on the 24th, just like Japanese people. Mini-san, I love it. You love gingerbread? It's so good. Mini-san, do you know, are there any places in Japan that sell gingerbread? So that I don't have to make it myself? I don't think I want to make it myself. I would prefer to buy it. I recently bought an oven so that I can make cookies and cake. However, I still prefer to buy it sometimes, like in busy times, like during Christmas. If you have people over for dinner, it's so much easier to just buy the dinner. I guess that's why KFC is so popular as well. By the way, how about everyone, what are your plans for winter vacation? Are you going to take any time off? Are you going to travel somewhere? Desert Pyramid, is December summer in Australia? Yes, December is summer. So right now in Australia, I think I don't know what temperature it is, but I think it's quite warm because it's spring. And then Christmas is really hot. That's why we go to the beach for Christmas Day and go swimming. Densho-san, it's customary for me to eat chicken on the bone from KFC on Christmas and give the remaining bone to my pretty dog. Oh, cute. That sounds like pure happiness for your dog. So is that a special occasion for your dog as well? Like, does your dog get really excited for Christmas because they get to eat the chicken bones? Mini-san, I think Starbucks has gingerbread cookies and latte. Oh, okay, that's very convenient. I've tried the gingerbread latte, but I didn't know they have cookies. Thanks for letting me know, Mini-san. Desert Pyramid-san, wow, I'm going skiing during the winter vacation. Oh, where are you going skiing? Guys, actually, I've never successfully been skiing before. So I tried skiing one time, and I went to the top of the slope, the ski slope, and I had my skis on and I stood up and I got here I was just about to go down the ski slope, and then I slipped and fell. And I was so scared from that one time that I slipped that I was like, I'm not gonna do this anymore. And I took off my skis and I went to play, like, have a snowball fight with my host sister. But yeah, since then I've never gone skiing. I don't think skiing is for me. I don't think it's for me. I also don't think any winter sports are for me. Densho-san, yeah, my dog, your dog loves chicken bone. Oh, actually, yeah, so by the way, we say instead of chicken's bone, chicken bones. My dog loves chicken bones so much. That's really cute. I think I'm imagining you and your dog like sharing KFC, and it makes me very happy. What's everybody else doing for the winter vacation? So I think I would love to go back to Australia for the winter holidays, and then I can enjoy hot weather instead of cold weather, because I'm not a winter person. I'm definitely a summer person. Maybe instead of skiing, I can go surfing. Are you guys winter people or summer people? Mini-san, I'm staying at home. That's the best plan. Oh, I think Mini-san, we might have talked about this last time. I think staying at home is just the best thing that you can possibly do in winter. That's my winter plan as well, is to stay at home. If I don't go to Australia, I'm just gonna stay at home. Desert Pyramid. I feel you. When I first started skiing, I was very scared. It's scary, right? It's so scary, and you can't control firstly, you can't control your feet properly, right? Because they're on something so long. And then it's so slippery. Like, it's like learning to walk all over again. It's really, really hard. Desert Pyramid, how long did it take you to get used to skiing? Did it take like 1 day or 3 days? Densho-san, Aussie is summertime, opposite in Japan. Many Aussie people come to Hokkaido to do snowboard or ski, especially Niseko location. Yes, actually some of my friends from Australia used to work in Niseko, I guess at a ski resort or something. A lot of people from Australia get part-time jobs in Niseko and work there for a while. It's very interesting. I guess in Australia we don't have that much snow either, so it's very exciting to go to a place like Niseko where there's a lot of snow. Actually, the first time before I came to Japan, I had never seen snow before in my life. So my first experience of snow was in Japan. And every year when it snows, I am so amazed. It's so beautiful to me. Even though I don't like the cold, I love the snow. Do you guys like snow? Recently, like for the last couple of years, there's always been like just 1 or 2 super, super, super snowy days in Tokyo, right? I wonder if we'll get one this year. Hiro-san, you're a winter person as well. You're a winter person. So many people are winter people. I understand. I guess winter has better fashion as well, right? Better food, better fashion. And you can, I guess, Hiro-san, you must love winter because you can just stay home and watch movies and be cozy, right? Sai-san, I'm going to my grandmother's house in winter vacation. She's so good at cooking. Ah, yes, this is good. This is like the best winter activities, like going to your grandma's house and eating good food. Sai-san, what's your favorite dish that your grandma makes? Do you have a favorite? Do I have a favorite dish that my grandma makes? My grandma makes really good curry, like Indian curry. That's my favorite dish that my grandma makes. Desert Pyramid. I got used to skiing after about the third time, and I've been skiing for about 5 years now. Oh, okay. The third time. Okay, so I only had one time for 10 seconds. So I need to try 3 times before I get used to it. Desert Pyramid Son, have you ever hurt yourself when skiing? Is it dangerous? It can't be that dangerous, right? Because like beginners can do skiing as well. Mini-san, I'm a summer person, but I like snow. Oh, so you're the same as me. Me too. I'm a summer person, but I like snow. I hope that we get some nice snow this winter. I hope. In Tokyo. The only problem with snow is that I can't get used to walking in the snow. I always fall over. Every single year when I go out and walk in the snow, I always fall over. Do you guys have like special snowshoes? Or do you just wear your regular shoes and you're good at walking? Because I see people walking home from work, even in Tokyo when it's really, really snowy. Sometimes people will be walking home from work and they look like they're wearing just regular work shoes, but they don't slip. But even when I wear like special boots, I always slip in the snow. Hiro-san, you wear regular shoes. Do you fall? Or are you guys just experts at snow walking? Desert Pyramid-san, my parents taught me to ski and I like Indian curry too. Oh, okay, your parents taught you. Cool. I like Indian curry too. Indian curry is my favorite kind of curry. I like Japanese curry too, but Indian is the best. Desert Pyramid-san, do you have a favorite Indian curry? Mini-san, I like snow, but snow in Tokyo is a bit slushy. Yeah, that probably means that it's easier to slip as well, right? Because it does get slushy. I think like the snow in Tokyo is like really, really beautiful for 1 day or 2 days, but then it gets slushy really fast and then it gets kind of dangerous. Densho-san, koalas and kangaroos are pretty cute. Oh, but koalas aren't friendly. Yeah, so we say koalas and kangaroos are pretty cute, but koalas are not friendly. We always talk about like in like just a group when we talk about general. So koalas and kangaroos are pretty cute, but koalas are not friendly. I didn't know that. So I've never met a koala before. I've only seen pictures of them, but I've seen a lot of kangaroos, and kangaroos are quite dangerous. So you can look at them, but you have to stay away from them, right? But I haven't heard anything about koalas being dangerous, but I can imagine they're grumpy. Densho-san, have you met a koala before? They don't seem very friendly. Thank you for teaching the information. Yeah, no worries. Have you met a koala before? I haven't. But I agree that they don't seem very friendly. But I think if I choose, I would say that I like kangaroos more than koalas. Jiro Ramen. Good day, mate. Good day, mate. Jiro Ramen. Have you been to Australia before? By the way, actually, so I think it's really a common phrase, like for Australia, a common greeting is g'day, like g'day, mate. And that's true. It's a well-known Australian phrase, but I want to teach you guys another one. So I think the most popular one that we would say is just how's it going, or how are you going? So we say like how you going, how you going. It's really popular. So if you ever want to impress an Australian, if you say like how you going, mate? How are you going, mate? They'll be like, whoa, I can't believe you can speak Australian. If you say g'day, mate, they'll be like, oh yeah, that's funny. But if you say how you going, mate, I think they'll be more impressed. That's my Australian advice of the day. Jiro Ramen-san, yes, I lived there for a year. Oh wow, do you live there now? Or in the past, you lived there for a year? Because if we talk about now, so like me now, I have lived in Japan for 10 years. But if I talk about the past, and I'm not living there now, I can say like, I lived in Kyoto for half a year. Densho-san, thanks teacher Berlitz-san. I'd love to hear your recommendations for Australia's specialties and local specialties in Australia. Oh, it's specialties. Okay, let me think about it. Local specialties in Australia. Are you thinking like food, locations, activities? Jiro Ramen. No, I'm in Japan at the moment. Oh, okay. So Jiro Ramen, in that case, you would say, yes, I lived there for a year. And that means it's easy to understand that it's in the past. By the way, Jiro Ramen-san, what part of Australia did you live in? And do you have any recommendations for Densho-san about specialties in Australia? Desert Pyramid-san, 10 years. Yeah, do you mean, me? 10 years. 10 years. It's a long time. Okay, let me think for Densho-san about my recommendations for Australia. So I think I recommend local specialties, the Desert and Ayers Rock. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think Ayers Rock definitely is an important place to visit in Australia. I think if I were visiting Australia for the first time, I would love to see the Sydney Opera House as well. Do you know the Sydney Opera House? Like the white building in Sydney that kind of looks like a shell? And then what else? I think the most important thing to do in Australia is to go to the beach. That's very, very important cultural experience, and have a barbecue. It's also very, very important. And drink coffee. Like Australians love coffee. So I think it's very important to try Australian coffee. So yeah, go to the beach, have a barbecue, and drink coffee. By the way, we love barbecue so much that we actually have a special occasion food in Australia. So I think in Japan, when you have special events, sometimes you have like matsuri food, right? So you can have like kakikori, or you can have okonomiyaki or something when there's like a school festival. I think that's quite popular in Japan. And in Australia, we have one special event food, which is called sausage sizzle. And it's just a plain piece of bread, like shokpan, with one sausage and ketchup. And that's it. But it's so delicious. So it's just barbecue sausage with bread. Star-san, I've never been to any other country. I want to visit Australia at some point. Oh, wow. So, Star-san, do you live in Japan? So you've never been outside of Japan? I would say if you're visiting a new country, it would be cool to go to Australia for the first time. I would recommend that. Sai-san, my friend studied English abroad in Cairns last year. Wow, that's so cool. I've never been to Cairns, but everyone says that it's nice. Sai-san, did your friend have a good time? Did they like it? Jiro Ramen-san, I was in Sydney all the time, and you can eat kangaroo in Australia. Yeah, kangaroo is delicious. I think I haven't eaten much, but I have tried a kangaroo burger. There's a really good burger shop in Australia that does kangaroo burgers, and they're very nice. Mimi-san, Vegemite. Yes, I love Vegemite. I always have Vegemite at home, even in Japan. It's one of my favorite breakfasts, Vegemite on toast. Mimi-san, do you like Vegemite? Desert Pyramid-san, I would love to go to Australia and have a barbecue party. Yeah, you should come. I haven't had many barbecues in Japan, so I would like to have more barbecues in Japan. But I hope that you can go to Australia and have a barbecue in Australia too. Densho-san, thanks for your commentaries and the detailed information. You're welcome. Thank you for your question. Mimi-san, I need vegan meat. Mimi-san, you're vegan. Is it difficult to be vegan in Japan? Do you live in Japan? I think if my vegan friends come to Japan, they find it really difficult to stay vegan. Star-san, I'm Japanese. Oh, okay. I've only lived in Japan. I've only lived in Japan. Star-san is, if you can choose one country to visit for your first country, where would you like to go? What's your number one country that you want to visit? Jiro Ramen-san. Barbecue is called Barbie in Aussie English. Yeah, it is. Sometimes. So I think sometimes if we are having an event, we'll call it a barbecue. Like, oh, I'm gonna have a barbecue next Tuesday. But if we're using it, we'll be like, oh, let's put another sausage on the Barbie or something like that. We do say Barbie. Densho-san, might be short as well. It'll taste even better if we add soy sauce to these foods. Add soy sauce to what foods? Do you mean Australian food? Hiro-san, there's a vegan restaurant near my home. Oh, really? I don't think there's any vegan restaurants anywhere near my home. So, Hiro-san and maybe Mimi-san, is vegan food getting more popular in Japan these days? Because I feel like it's not getting any, like, it's not that popular yet. But maybe because I'm not vegan, I don't know. Star-san, I definitely choose Austria. Oh, Australia. Australia, right? I thought you meant Austria. I really like the ocean. I want to see Great Barrier Reef. Ooh, yeah. I've never seen Great Barrier Reef, so maybe can you invite me if you go to see Great Barrier Reef? But yeah, if you like the ocean, you should definitely go to Australia. It's so nice. But sometimes I think the waves in Australia are a little bit more dangerous than the waves in Japan. I think, because I've been to the beach in Japan only a couple of times, but I noticed like the waves are much softer. I'm not sure. Maybe I was just lucky those days. But sometimes the waves are really strong in Australia, but it's really beautiful. Hiro-san, I've never tried. Oh, you've never tried the vegan food? Actually, I'm not vegan, but I love vegan food. So I would like to try. If I see a vegan restaurant, I always want to try. Sai-san, my friend said Cairns was a beautiful landscape and the host mother was a good person. I want to go to Australia too. Oh, that's great. I want to go to Australia too. Yeah. By the way, Sai-san, if you like, I'll help your sentence. So Cairns has a beautiful landscape. Cairns has a beautiful landscape. And the host mother was a good person. I want to go to Australia too. Cairns has a beautiful landscape. Cairns has a beautiful landscape. And The host mother was a good person. I want to go to Australia too. You should come. Oh, you should go to Australia, like, if you like nature and everything. Hiro-san, no. Oh, apologies. What have you never tried, Hiro-san? Jiro Ramen-san, where in Australia do you hail from? Oh, interesting word choice. Hail from means like come from, right? So I hail from Perth in Western Australia. Jiro Ramen-san, where in Japan do you hail from? Jun-san, were you an actress? I always enjoy the mini shows elaborating on useful phrases. And do you write the plot yourself? Oh, thank you so much. No, I was not an actress, but I really like making videos. So I used to do it for fun anyway, before I did it for Berlitz. I always enjoy the mini shows elaborating on useful phrases. Thank you. If you ever have any, I always say this, but if you ever have any requests for videos, please let me know and I would love to make them for you. And do you write the plot by yourself? Yes. So actually, I work with one more person on my team, and together we write the plot, but a lot of them I write as well. But yeah, there's 2 people that usually write the plot. And actually 3 people, because one more person often gives us ideas of things that she wants to know about English, and then we turn them into a video idea. And usually, by the way, the video ideas that we write are based on our own experiences. So if I had an embarrassing moment when I was trying to speak Japanese, or my friend had an embarrassing moment when they were trying to speak English, I would try to turn that into a video so other people can laugh and learn about it. Star-san, in that case, I will just enjoy seeing... Oh no, I turned you off the beach. Thank you for talking with me, Cami. Okay, bye, Star-san. Please consider going to the beach as well. Thank you for talking to me too. See you next time. Hiro-san, not in particular. Nothing in particular? Jiro Ramen-san, I'm a Tokyoite. Oh, cool. I am from Perth, which is a really small city, but I always think it must be so fun. It must have been so fun growing up in a big city like Tokyo. Jiro Ramen-san, did you enjoy growing up in Tokyo? I enjoyed growing up in kind of a small city like Perth. It was quite nice, but I'm sure Tokyo would be so fun to grow up in. Jun-san, wonderful. I will keep enjoying the next clip. Thank you. And please, yeah, comment anytime, request anything anytime. And thanks so much for your comment as well. Densho-san, Australia is an immigrant nation that provides English education to students whose first language is not English, while also working with immigrants to promote native language education. Really? Star-san, see you next time. Bye! See you, Star-san. Australia is an immigrant nation that provides English education to students whose first language is not English, while also working with immigrants. Yes? Well, we do have a lot of immigrants and we do have quite strong English as a second language programs. And I think all schools will have special classes dedicated to helping students from other countries become fluent English speakers as quickly as possible. So I believe yes, Densho-san. Like we do have quite good support for helping immigrants learn English, I believe. Sarah Cinderella-san, are you sad? No. Why do you ask? Are you sad? Or maybe I looked sad. Jiro mashi mashi good. Do I need to Google that? I look sad. I'm happy. But maybe, yeah, maybe I was sad for a second. But I'm happy now. Sarah Cinderella-san, where are you from? Are you from Japan? Hiro-san, there are German and Indonesian ones. I go there from time to time near my house. German and Indonesian... German and Indonesian restaurants? Jiro Ramen-san, I enjoy living in the big city because I'm still young, but after I graduate, the countryside must be better. Restaurants, okay. Yeah, so firstly, Hiro-san, yum, I love Indonesian food. You're so lucky that you have Indonesian food near your house. Yum. I haven't tried much German food. I don't know if German food is good, but Indonesian food is bomb. Really spicy though, right? Do you like Indonesian food? Australians really like Indonesian food because we're really close to Indonesia, especially Perth is close to Indonesia and Bali in particular. So we love mee goreng. I eat a lot of mee goreng. Jiro Ramen-san, I completely agree with you. Oh, after you graduate, are you a student? University student, maybe? But I enjoy living in a big city too, but I think in the future I might want to live in the countryside or near the beach. I think that's much nicer when you're older. Sarah Cinderella-san, do you play games? Yes, a little bit. Sarah Cinderella-san, where are you from? Hiro-san, yes. Oh, you like Indonesian food? Hiro-san, do you have a favorite Indonesian dish? I wouldn't mind getting some recommendations for Indonesian food. Because I think really one of the only things that I've had is mee goreng. Even though I've been to Indonesia before. Nasi goreng. Oh, okay. I know that because they have it at restaurants in Australia sometimes. Yum. Now I'm craving Indonesian food. Jiro Ramen-san, I'm a uni student studying English. Okay, cool. So is your major English? Like English literature? What's your major? my major in university was linguistics, so just like language. But I really like in English literature as well. Sai, I live here. It was nice to meet you. Oh, nice to meet you too. I hope I can talk to you again sometime, Sai-san. Have a good night. Sarah Cinderella, have you studied math? Have you studied math? Yes, I studied, but I only studied math in high school, and actually, math is my least favorite subject. Sarah Cinderella-san, do you like math? I think a lot of people are either good at math or good at social studies. So it's like math and science or English and social studies. And I'm an English and social studies kind of person. I'm not a math and science person. Yes. Oh, okay, so you like math. I'm very jealous of you, or I'm very envious. I wish I was good at math because I like science, but I don't have the brain for it. Okay, so the last thing that I actually wanted to talk about before we go, guys, was I know that there's a lot of sales coming up towards the end of the year and the beginning of next year. I thought we could talk, if you're interested, we could talk about a few different like phrases that are often used during sale time. Densho-san, although the teacher is Australian, your pronunciation is so quite beautiful. Oh my gosh, me? My pronunciation's beautiful? I'm really happy to hear that because sometimes I worry that my pronunciation is too Australian. But that's good. So Densho-san, actually, I'm born in Australia, but my dad is from the UK. So he has a bit of a British accent. My whole dad's family has a bit of a British accent. So maybe that affected me. Probably not, but yeah, I think maybe you guys know this, but in Australia, most people are born in Australia, but a lot of people's parents or grandparents come from somewhere else. So like I'm born in Australia, but my mum's side is from Netherlands and my dad's side is from England. So I'm half British, half Dutch, but I'm born in Australia. Jiro Ramen-san, my major is English. By the way, we study English and American literature. But I never learned Australia. Is that because Australia is a young country? I think so, because I studied English literature in school, like high school, and we didn't actually learn that much Australian literature. We learned a lot of American literature and English, like British. So yeah, I think definitely because a lot of literature comes from before Australia was even founded, because became a country in 1901, and a lot of like the most famous literature comes from before then, so maybe that's why. Oh, I see. All right, thanks. No worries. Sorry, this is a very long explanation, Densho-san. Thank you for listening to my explanation. Jiro Ramen-san, do you have any recommendations of Australian books? Do you want... Yeah... No, not real. Wait, maybe. Hang on, let me think about it. Do you want a play? Or like an old novel, like literature? Australian? Hang on, I can't remember the title, so I'm just gonna Google. I'm trying to remember a book that I read when I was studying English literature from Australia. Oh, okay. Actually, I have one recommendation, but please keep in mind that I read this when I was in high school, so maybe it's a little bit young. But Jiro Ramen-san, there's an Australian writer called Tim Winton, and he writes for teenagers and young adults. So it's quite it's very easy to read, and it's talking about topics that teenagers experience or young adults experience. But it's actually, he's kind of good. Like, I enjoyed reading his books. Tim Winton. So yeah. And maybe if you want something that's kind of easy to read and just easy to understand, yeah, Tim Winton. Any of his books would be good. For example, I think one of his most famous ones was called Lockie Leonard. These names are really hard, but can I write comments? No? Oh, Tim Winton, thank you. Okay. Cheers, Jiro Ramen-san. And if it's not good, I'm sorry. It's been a long time since I've read it. Hello, I'm from Iran. Oh, hello. Welcome to this chat. Nice to meet you. What brought you to this Instagram live? By the way, guys, it's going to be time to say goodbye in about 2 minutes. So if you have any questions you want to ask before we say goodbye, please do. But if you don't, I hope you guys are going to have a really, really amazing end of your year. And I hope that I'll get to talk to you all more next year as well. But I think this is going to be the last YouTube live for 2024. Also, as I always say, like, if you ever want to see any specific videos on our YouTube or on our Instagram or anything like that, please leave a comment, because like I always read your comments, and I always want to know if you have any recommendations. So if there's anything that you want to see, we can try and make it for you. Jiro Ramen-san, I've seen your videos, but it was the first time to join the live. I really enjoyed it. Thank you. Thank you too. It's so nice to talk to you and get to meet you for the first time. I hope that we can talk again sometime. K Iceland, every day I'm watching your videos. Oh, thank you so much. K Iceland, I hope that we can talk more next time. Definitely, if we ever do a live again, I'd love to talk to you more. Okay, guys, it's time to go. But yeah, have an amazing rest of your year. Hopefully talk to you again soon. And because I won't do another live this year, I'll say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year now. Okay, see you next time. Bye.